When I stepped onto the porch, drawn by flashing red lights and the mouth-watering aroma of smoked brisket still lingering from the backyard, the first thing I heard was, "You're calling the fire department on him." That guy trained half our squad. A fire truck idled at the curb, its lights reflecting off the neat hedges of our suburban street. A woman in a bright tracksuit, gripping her phone like a grenade, was pointing frantically at my dad's smoker. She had no clue she'd just tried to report retired Fire Marshal Henry Baxter, the guy who literally wrote the book on grill safety for dangerous fire-active Waitai. If she thought that was humiliating, she was in for a wild ride. It was a sunny Sunday morning, and I'd swung by Dad's place for our usual catch-up lunch. As always, he was in full barbecue mode before I even knocked. His love for grilling was the stuff of legend, and since retiring, he'd turned it into a second calling. The backyard smelled like paradise, with smoke curling gently from his custom-built smoker, a beast so safe it could probably grill through a tornado. He wore his trusty apron, emblazoned with Grill Master from his old fire crew, looking more official than most chefs. I was sipping lemonade when a slight breeze sent the smoke drifting over the fence. That's when the drama exploded. Enter Lisa. You could hear her coming by the slap of her sandals and a whiff of self-righteous citrus. She barged through the side gate, tablet in hand, oversized sunglasses practically screaming authority. "You're breaking HOA Rules Section 10B and 14D. Smoke output, flame control, and unpermitted fire de VYCS," she declared, like she was reading a guilty verdict. Dad glanced up from glazing his brisket and blinked. "Good afternoon, Lisa." Didn't know the HOA outlawed tasty food. She wasn't Hawaiiing it. "This grill setup is a danger. Smokes VY Cybele from the street. This is a family neighborhood." Dad, unfazed, replied, "Family-approved brisket, Lisa. Smokers certified, and I've got permits." That didn't stop her. She snapped photos of the grill, the yard, probably the sky for all I know, likely prepping a post for the neighborhood app where she reigned like a discount tyrant. Dad didn't blink, faced blazing infernos and saved lives. A tablet Hawaiian neighbor wasn't going to rattle him. But Lisa wasn't used to being ignored. With a flourish, she dialed 911, spinning a tale of an older man running a hazardous grill with gas tanks and thick smoke posing a respiratory threat. I watched, stunned, as she paced, ranting about explosions. "Dad?" He calmly offered me a soda. "Cola or Sprite?" 15 minutes later, a fire truck rolled up, lights flashing but sirens off. I expected a rookie to check things out, but 3 firefighters hopped out, grinning when they saw Dad. "Marshal Baxter, you grilling without us again?" The lead guy laughed, shaking Dad's hand. "Brisket, Oakwood, ready soon," Dad replied. Lisa, still clutching her phone, went beet red. "You know him?" she stammered. A younger firefighter nodded. "Yeah, he trained most of us. Half the department calls him Chief." Lisa sputtered, "But I told the dispatcher about gas and smoke." The lead chuckled. "Ma'am, this is the safest backyard setup in town. We learned from him how to keep things under control." Lisa's confidence crumbled. One firefighter, trying to ease the tension, added, "Next time, don't tie up emergency lines. That's a real issue." Lisa snapped, "This is a hazard." I saw flames. Another firefighter, already sneaking a bite of brisket, grinned. "Smells amazing, though." They ruled it a non-issue, told her to file with the HOA if she wanted, and left after joking with Dad about inviting them next time. Lisa stormed off, sandals slapping furiously. Dad leaned back and said, 2 days before she tries again." He was wrong. She didn't even wait that long. Less than a day later, an email from the HOA hit Dad's inbox, summoning him to an urgent violation hearing for unauthorized pyrotechnic active Waitai. The sender? Lisa, self-titled president. Dad sipped his coffee and smirked. "Barbecue Inquisition, huh?" At the community clubhouse, Lisa sat center stage like a suburban dictator, flanked by 2 board members, one confused, one overly eager. The room buzzed with neighbors, some munching popcorn like it was a show. Lisa launched into a speech about safety and property values, while VYing a chart that looked like a kid's homework. Dad stood, pulled out a folder, and laid out permits, inspection logs, and a fire chief's letter confirming his setup was gold standard. He even cited city ordinances exempting his smoker. The room snickered. Lisa doubled down, claiming it was about community respect. Dad replied coolly, "Lisa, You called the fire department on a fire marshal over some smoke. You're not making a cassoulet, making a scene. Another board member, Ellen, piped up, I don't think this is a violation. Those ribs smell great. Laughter erupted. Lisa banged her gavel so hard it flew off the table, ending the meeting with a huff and a temporary grill ban. The crowd booed loudly. That night, the neighborhood rebelled. Grills fired up on every lawn. A mom down the street rolled out a massive smoker, muttering about fighting in court for her ribs. Even the quiet guy across from Lisa roasted marshmallows to Motown. Lisa called the cops again, but they just drove by, telling her to stop wasting their time. By morning, everyone was laughing at her. But Lisa wasn't done. Late one night, I was at Dad's, helping prep for a potluck. The side gate's motion sensor blinked. On the security feed, a hooded figure clearly Lisa yanked at the smoker's control cable, lighter in hand. Dad caught her mid-act. Checking for gas leaks at midnight, he asked calmly. She froze, mumbling excuses, but the footage was undeniable. Dad called the non-emergency line. The officer re-VYEU'd the VY-DEO, cited Lisa for trespassing and tampering, and asked if Dad wanted to press charges. I'm done being patient, Dad said. File it. The neighborhood erupted with gossip. Cupcakes shaped like fire hydrants appeared. A fake, wanted poster of Lisa went up. The HOA suspended her, and Dad's calm handling earned him a fire department @VY sorry roll offer. I posted a clip of Lisa's bluff online, and it blew up memes, dubs, the works. Lisa went quiet, her house dark, her car parked blocks away. But she wasn't finished. Days later, a flyer announced an emergency fire safety committee with grill bans, signed by Lisa, who'd gone rogue. Dad documented her every move, fake fines, forged letters, and filed an injunction for HOA misuse. He countered with a fire department-backed cookout, drawing the mayor herself. Lisa's solo safety picnic flopped as Dad's event took over with grills, music, and laughter. A news crew covered it, and when they asked Lisa for comment, she walked away, silent. Her house went up for sale soon after, and she vanished quietly. The HOA reformed under sensible leadership. Grill nights became tradition, and Dad's online barbecue page thrived. Lisa wanted control but proved she couldn't handle it. Dad. He led with wisdom and ribs, showing a good flame brings people together, not fear.